Hello everyone, Tiniestofchibis here. I was going to wait, but I saw this chick here, and as you remember, she was the one at the
There are so many people who could use
thing.
my help here.
Good evening, Xiaoshu.
Wang Shanghao, Dr. Reed. It's good to see you again.
What are you doing with your time, now that you're back in Whitechapel?
I've decided to help the poor and sick of the neighborhood by handing out medicine.
That's very charitable of you. But why do it at night?
I've noticed that the most desperate people tend to go out after dark. Hence my presence, to help them when I can.
Giving out medicine? How can you afford to do that?
I am a rich widow, Dr. Reed. My departed husband left me enough money to last the rest of my life. I can spend some on those who don't have any.
That's cool. Not cool that her husband died, but
why
cool.
don't you move to a better neighborhood?
I thought about it, I confess. To go back to the same empty home every day still hurts me a lot.
Why stay here then?
I am a woman of habit, Dr. Reed. And for now, I am happier being useful in a familiar place than I would be anywhere else.
Valid. I really like her fucking hat. I'm gonna say that. I like her hat. It's a very cute hat. I want that hat. It's very cute.
How do you feel now that you're back in Whitechapel?
I've decided to follow your advice, sir. I won't forget the dead, but my efforts will be for the living.
For safety. Don't hurt
Do
your
be
safety.
careful. These streets can be as dangerous as that terrible place where we first met.
That's true. And maybe it's the best reason to help people around here.
Shit.
Do you still think about your departed husband?
Of course I do. I'll never forget my beloved Matthew, but how do I put it? Now I miss him more than I want him back.
I know what you mean. And I think it means you're getting better.
Maybe death will take me the way it took Matthew. Without warning and without mercy. But until then, I live on.
And that's all we can do. Because if they truly love you, they wouldn't want you to hold on to that pain and stuff. Personal questions? Nope.
Goodbye for now.
Bye, Chica. Please stay healthy. Oh, I like how she's wearing gloves and shit. That's right. That's good. She's smart. I like her. Where the fuck am I? Well. Where the hell am I going? I'm lost again. I guess I could have just fucking... How is it that I keep getting lost, man? It's not cool. This way? Yep. This is why I'm glad that I am doing the selective thingy that I'm doing. No. Where am I going? Okay, big road here.
I'm cheap and I'm clean, I promise.
I haven't talked to you in a while.
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
No, I have not changed my mind.
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time, until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
Who's Clayton again?
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been hungry? Or about poverty? Or anything else you have never suffered from?
Kind of valid. I get it.
What do you know about Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
That woman is a saint. She's living proof that a strong will is sometimes all you need to make a difference.
She good. I'm surprised she good, but she good. But she did claims. She makes her claims and she's not lying.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Most of them.
Matt, keep zoom. There's a gate here, I think.
Don't speak English. How am I supposed to interview them?
I don't know. Don't interview them. Please let this gate let me through. Can I come in? Yay! Wait, is this the way to go? Yes, I can go through here. This seems like to be a gate, but I can't open it. Look. I guess because I haven't gone to sleep yet. Cool. Do. Running now that I've killed everybody. Not wish I didn't have to. Like somebody's. What the fuck was that? Nope. Leave them be. Yeah, this is Prenbrook.
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth. You. I remember you.
The fuck? That guy has horns. It's the devil. Can I kill him? That is the fucking devil.
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
Stop your world. The fuck? Yeah, what the fuck is he talking about? But what the fuck is he? Do I want to? I mean, I already fucking no, he's the fucking devil. I don't know what the fuck he is, but he ain't working with the Lord. I don't need to know why he fucking chose me. I just need to get him out of my fucking life.
Riddles and rhymes. You took my life. Now you insult my mind.
Be stilled, my child. I bring understanding.
Do you know?
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. defeat the Serpent of Knowing with iron spur.
What? The fuck is this bullshit?
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave. So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
Alright, off to go talk to Edgar, or the other fucking dude. Alright. Ugh. Honestly.
We are the guardians, Joseph. God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned.
Not gonna lie,
By the
kind.
sacred stone, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
I'm not gonna lie, real quick. He's the McCullen guy. He's kind of hot. Because when I'm in the mindset of this art style, which is really weird and wonky, but I don't know. I know he's supposed to be like part of the guard, which is a kind of, you know, they're vampire hunters and shit, and the other guys are kind of assholes, and I don't. I mean, you know, I get why they're doing it, but I don't like. But the guy was kind of, you know, attractive. I was like, oh. He's got that rough kind of, you know, bad boy asshole-y, but he's not like in the type where I absolutely hate him. You know? Because it's not like, as long as he's not doing stupid ass shit, you know? There's a difference between being a evil jackass to doing the right thing, but in the wrong way. You know? And technically Jonathan is a vampire, so... And I have killed multiple of his group. Though I also have killed this girl, and I don't want to kill this group, so... I haven't killed anybody peaceful yet. Even those that deserve it. Either way. My dude, my guy, what the fuck is going on? Oh, I gotta be at the front of his fucking shit.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
No, we'll notice a few more bodies.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the
Harriet.
mess.
I have the heart for this. I'll help.
Very well. I'll help you.
I know this place means something to you. I have noticed how you suppress your appetite when around the staff and patients.
You need to know you can trust me, Edgar.
I do, dear fellow, I do.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Shit. They're not. Look, I mean, they're not. They're not wrong. They're not wrong.
Well, they are not far wrong. The hospital is almost crawling with vampires.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
It's a sad thing. Sheen Hampton. Who was Sheen Hampton again? Fuck. Sheen. Sheen. Who the hell was Sheen? Fuck. Who was Sheen? We saved so many people that I don't even remember. Like, obviously he's not here. But I'm hoping maybe he would pop up.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
Who was Sheen?
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
Everybody's afraid. Death has always been a frequent visitor. But murder? How can we cope with that?
As a nurse at this hospital, it is your duty to deal with these things as best you can.
Yeah. Until it's my turn to have blood spread all over the walls. I entered the room first, Dr. Reed. I've seen what that monster did to the woman.
Which woman, though? God damn it. Like, I'm trying to remember everybody right now.
Nurse Hawkins.
Okay, so these two are alive.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Personal.
Is there anything you can tell me about the recent commotion here?
Many things can happen under cover of night, Dr. Reed. But I took no part in this massacre.
But did you see or hear anything?
I can't say I did. But the smell of fresh blood almost made me faint, Doctor.
Is that a bad thing?
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Try to scratch my, like, ankle
Good
and it
evening,
hurt.
Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Personal? Nope.
Can you tell me anything about recent events at the hospital?
Before the shouts and the noises, I think I heard whispers coming from the stairs. 2 voices, maybe more.
Did you recognize the voices? What did they say?
I couldn't hear. Sounded like they were arguing or something.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Damn. The pain.
What on earth happened here?
Oh. Bag of junk. Was it that preacher man?
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
What can you tell me about the recent events in the hospital?
That Mr. Hampton killed Miss Jones in her room, then ran away.
And did you see all this?
No. I was working by the tents when it all happened. I only entered the room when they asked me to clean up the blood.
Where is Miss Jones's body?
I don't know. I'd imagine the morgue. It all happened so quickly.
Did you see Sean Hampton leave the hospital?
I think I saw a silhouette exiting the hospital gates after the shouting started. At first I thought it was someone who was just scared, but well, maybe it was him.
Like, I'm trying to... Was it... It honestly throws me because I'm trying to remember who else these people are.
Goodbye, nurse.
I'm also
Call me
worried.
if you need assistance.
Trying to remember. Might as well talk to her
Oh,
first.
Jonathan. I cannot believe my eyes. Poor woman. Butchered by some savage scowl.
Partly responsible, everything dies.
Yes, and I'm afraid I'm at least partially responsible. The man, the scowl, I brought him here.
Jonathan, how could you say such a thing?
Forgive me if I feel despondent, for there seems to be no end to the suffering and death that surrounds us.
I'm always here for you, Jonathan.
What do you know?
What do you know of Ascalon? I was threatened by a creature, a vampire in Whitechapel, stating I had to obey the law of conduct.
What more can you tell me about him?
What is it?
What is Ascalon?
The Ascalon Club are the most powerful vampires in Britain and exert tremendous influence. Take my advice and stay well away.
He was bigger than a man. Huge, in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me apart. Then he vanished.
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon. You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather out doing his master's bidding.
I have experienced a certain difficulty when faced with holy symbols, or trying to enter religious buildings. Have you?
Now that's quite a question. I don't know why, but yes, it has happened to me.
Is this a sign? The hand of God in action? Are we repellent unto heaven?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan. But I believe superstition and magic is just fact awaiting the lens of science.
It is the Lord's... I mean, what other reason would it be that you can't... that holy symbols and, you know, you can't enter place of worships? Answer? You are controlled by the devil, and
Aren't
you have...
you frightened?
Very little scares me, my dear. To be compelled to avoid symbols of faith does not concern me.
Have you embraced this woman, like the other patient, this Mr. Renfield?
Her name was Amelia. And no, I did not kill her. I vowed a very long time ago that I would never take another life, unless they ask.
Is there sufficient vitality in the blood of the sick and dying patients?
Yes, Jonathan. The hunger gnaws at me every waking hour. Frankly, I'm starving.
Temptation surrounds us. Rich, vital. How can you resist?
Over the years, any pleasure I once gleaned from feeding is long gone. I drink for sustenance. And though I still thirst for more, I restrain myself.
I mean, you don't have
Thank
to
you,
kill
Maggie.
anybody.
I hope to see you again soon.
Shush you.
We are.
Good evening, Dr. Tibbets.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Back in London. Nope. Personal questions. Nope.
Can you tell me anything about the recent commotion in the hospital?
It's a tragedy, pure and simple. The hospital is meant to be a safe haven to all. We failed the people who trusted us with their care.
Do you think I should not have brought Mr. Hampton back here?
It's not your fault. You rescued that poor soul. It was the Christian thing to do.
Amen.
But we should have noticed his instability.
Goodbye, Dr. Tibbets.
Helping people is the right thing to do. It's just sometimes, you know, we find out the people we helped were a bunch of shitbags. You know, but yeah. Henry Fordwick. How do I... Oh. I can't exactly stand right there. Is there a way behind here? There it is.
How can I be sure I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again?
I promise you, you'll not find my unconscious body.
For God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die. You promised me you'll stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
Hmm. Yeah, I think it was the preacher dude because the preacher dude should still be here, no? But I don't see him anywhere.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
As is always.
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
Someone killed Miss Jones in her room, and Mr. Hampton's gone missing. Doesn't take a genius to piece it together.
You don't seem shocked by any of this.
Why should I be? Whoever did this must be long gone by now. And besides, he got rid of the old bag.
Goodbye, Milton.
Ah!
Good evening, Milton.
Good
I
evening,
didn't do
Doctor.
that.
Still trying to save lives?
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Like, it's still sore. But I can deal with. I don't need any. You don't have anything of use for me. Just cleaning up the blood. Attempting to. I think I've talked to her. Talked to her, right? Yeah. Tibble. I talked to this dude.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Are you really, my dude?
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
Nothing like this would have happened if we'd had enough staff and proper shifts.
So you don't think the blame is ours?
We all hold fast here, Dr. Reed. Our methods may differ, but we're all trying to make a difference.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
He's good. Okay, so this must be the guy. No?
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
None whatsoever.
Please, tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital.
I heard Miss Jones call for help from her bedroom. There were some loud noises, like people fighting. All of a sudden, it went quiet. And then a nurse started screaming.
Do you know who the nurse was?
Not sure, but I think it was Nurse Hawkins.
Yeah, she did say she was the first one there.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I will not let you down, my boy.
I don't even know who Miss Jones was. I'll be honest. I kind of feel guilty that I don't know who she is. Oh, so it's no longer taking patience. The sad saint of the East End. Yeah, if he's supposed to be a saint.
Tomorrow, more bodies will arrive. Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Can you tell me anything about recent events in the hospital?
Oh, goodness me. This whole story is such a shame, sir. I have no idea how it happened.
What are you talking about?
Poor Miss Jones. Her body is missing. Someone stole it.
Say what?
Miss Jones's body has gone missing.
Yes. The body was brought here this morning. And now it's gone.
Who could have stolen a corpse?
That's exactly what I asked myself for the whole day. Who could do such a thing? These are terrible and shameful times, Dr. Reed.
Hold on. Oh yeah, he is the preacher man. Damn it.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidam.
He seemed like such a good guy too, and everybody liked him. Wait, wasn't he a pillar? Shit. Isn't Sheen a pillar? I don't know who that is. Yeah, he's a pillar. Fuck! Fuck. Please.
I'm managing a train terminal.
Shit. I don't want to kill him. I don't. He's a pillar. I can't do that.
It's locked, all right.
It'll fuck me over greatly if I fucking kill a pillar. Did I fuck up somewhere? Like I'm like trying not to panic, but I'm like, oh dear lord, because I don't. Shit. This is over there in the docks. Okay. Like I'm really scared right now because I'm like, oh no. Cause he's the preacher dude, and you know I can't have him dead. I cannot have the preacher dude dead. But what's her name's also missing, and she's a squirrel. Or if Hampton is a squirrel, it's fuck. I'm really concerned and scared, and I'm not happy. I'm an unhappy child right now. This is a lot of blood. Like, fuck. How do I get to the docks? Who are you?
Hey, Doc.
Yes.
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
All I know is I ain't letting anyone rip my throat out in my sleep. I found myself a nice blade, Doc. I'm ready.
Alright.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Oh man, I just realized something. These fuckers are probably happy they
Hello
weren't.
again, Mr. Blight.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. You doing your rounds as usual?
Yep. Personal questions? I guess because they're not technically in the hospital.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight.
They
Take
wouldn't
care
have
of yourself.
known. Because they're a little more on the outskirts. While Cox is over here more closer to the inner areas, but he is in outside though, so I don't know. To the docks I go. I just need to remember how to get to the docks. This way, I think. I've got a bad feeling in my bones. Na 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 na. Dun 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 dun. Why the fuck are they there? Dun dun dun. Oh shit! The alarm went off, didn't it? I'm gonna actually end this episode here, so we'll continue on. Continuing next time. So Tiniestofchibis is signing out.